everyone. Today I will help a company to build a flight department. This company is a commercial broadcasting company covers different areas in the United States, so they usually need to travel to other places. Managers and employees need to spend a lot of times when they use the commercial airlines. For the company's future development, managers decided to establish a flight department. This presentation will cover following parts: the basic introduction of the business aviation, organizational structure recommendations, aircraft recommendations, cost report, task list, and the conclusions. First one, let's move on to the business aviation. The business aviation means our use of general aviation aircraft for the business purpose. Many company use business aviation. It depends on various factors. The most common reasons include saving employees' time, increasing travelers' productivities, safety and security, and reaching multiple destinations quickly and efficiently. For the corporate aircraft can schedule flights based on company's demand and non-stop between smaller airfields. Employees do not need to arrive at the airport much earlier before the airplane departure or spend much time on security check or waiting. When traveling on business aircraft, passengers can meet, plan, work in a secure security office environment free from the interruptions, and they also can discuss the sensitive information without fear of other factors. Many aircraft are uh, outfit the advanced communication technologies, for example, the phones, emails, or internet. So it enables the passengers to contact with their ground colleague. At least air employees need to go different destinations in a single day. The business uh, aircraft can help them to achieve these goals. Mm. It is also important for the aircraft users to know and comply with the flight department flight operational manual, which include the policy standard and the procedure of the flight department operations. Then let's move on to the organizational structure recommendations. I think the best option for the company should be the in-house flight department using the owned aircraft. In this method, owned aircraft is flown by full-time professional pilots to support the user on-demand air transportation needs. The aircraft are based at a conveniently located airport and housed in a rented or owned hangars that contains office space for flight department personnel, often maintenance shop for aviation maintenance techniques. However, operators sometimes operate to have all maintenance service outsourced to a local contract maintenance facilities or number of facilities. An in-house flight department follows a structure with the following personnel, include the director of aviation, chief pilot, director of maintenance, line pilot, and line mechanics, and two full-time flight attendants. Now, the director is the main leader of the flight department. Um, he will respond for the administration duties and operational duties, and provide instructions or assign tasks to the flight department's staff. For the chef palette, in most in-house flight department, the chef pilot always responds for the duty of the director of aviation. If only a chef pilot is employed, if an aviation department manager is employed, the chef pilot should report to that person and perform such duties as a manager assigned. Chef pilot need to respond for the safety issue and assign specific tasks to crew members. Then the director maintenance is the manager of maintenance report directly to the aviation department management or the chef pilot. Then the line pilots need to hold a flight attendant's medical certifications and met all requirements. They need to assist chef pilot to operate the aircraft during flight and safety responsibilities. Mechanics are the aircraft maintenance personnel who should have a license. The flight attendants should directly contact with the customers. They represent the expression of the company. So they need to provide the excellent customer service to passengers and ensure the safety of the passengers. In addition, the company also need to lease a 10,000 square feet hangar and the required aircraft support equipment to park and maintain the aircraft. Then let's move on to the aircraft recommendations. The recommendation for option for this company is use a small citation jet which has enough range to cover most of their trips. I think the best option for the company is to purchase a used Citation CG3 Plus. The price of the used aircraft with good condition is around 5 to 6.2 million, and there are many options in the market. For this kind of aircraft, the maximum range is 3,778 kilometers, and the maximum cruise speed is 770 kilometers per hour. The maximum capacity of this kind of aircraft is 9 passengers, which is enough for the company, and the takeoff field length is 3,108 feet, and the landing distance is 2,770 feet. Here is a there is a 2015 used Citation CG3 Plus I found in the Global Air website, which is already flew the 680 hours, which the price is 6.2 million. Here is a picture of this kind of the Citation CG3 Plus, which is very beautiful and suitable to this aircraft, suitable to this company. Here is the internal of the aircraft. Then let's move on to the cost report. According to the online resource, here is the different positions salary for the flight department. And the company also need to respond for different type of maintenance and checks. They also need to pay for the insurance of the aircraft and the facilities and other service of the aircraft. The current annual travel expenses of this company is 65 $650,000 dollars per year. The manager planned to spend double cost on operate the flight department. Beside the initial investment of the aircraft. The ongoing operation cost of the flight department is around 1,300 million and 14 million per year, so which is uh, 1 point sorry the the ongoing operation cost of the flight department is around 1.3 million to 1.4 million dollars per year, which is match their budget. Then let's move on to the task list. Before the company starts to function the flight department, there are several steps they need to do, including different steps. First, they need to hire the employees. The key to establish a successful flight department is to choose the right person. Current resource within the organization is a good choice. Employee relations or human resource department can be tasked with creating a job description and a hiring procedure. They can also ensure the compliance with the employment laws and the regulations and make sure the new employees will fit into the established culture of company. Because this is a new department, the company also need to respond for the training to the new employees. Thirdly, determine the aircraft types and fleet. According to the previous recommendations, managers need to decide which type of aircraft they need to buy and the number of aircraft, as well as the aircraft configurations. And then, after deciding the types and the fleets, the managers need to communicate with the buyers and decide to buy which aircraft. After purchase the aircraft, company needs to purchase insurance for the aircraft. Then they need to select the hangar and locations to park and maintain the aircraft. What is more, establish operational manual is also very important. The operation manual should contain the administration and operational and maintenance procedure. The manual need to comply with the related regulations and laws. Last, assessment and improvement. The company need to have a regular assessment system at every development stage of the flight department. According to the benefit of the cost of the flight department, the decision maker can do some adjustment and improvement by demand. Then let's move on to the conclusion. Nowadays, more and more companies rely on business aviation. Business aviation allows for efficient, flexible, safety, and effective access to destination across the country because employees can meet, plan, and work with each other aboard. And the business aircraft allow employees to make a trip involving stops at several locations, then return to their headquarters at the same day. So, it will help the company to save much time and money to on hotel rooms, rental cars, meals, and other travel expenses. Mm, Stronger relationships, motivated employees, a service-focused culture, and a strong brand value are also linked to the use of the business aviations. That's all. Thanks for your listening.